Hi there, this is Pastor Micah from New Hope Baptist Church, and I wanted to make this quick video just to walk you through how to use our online giving platform. So what you're going to do is go to our website. It's right up here, newhope-ny.org, and there's two simple ways to access it from our website. First one is right here on the very top of the page. You can see there's an online giving link. And secondly, you can go into our menu on any of our pages on the website, and you can just scroll down, and it's right here at the bottom of the menu as well. So we're just going to click on that, and when it pulls up the giving page, there's some brief text that you can read through, but what you're going to do is click on the blue Give Now button, and it's going to pull up this new window for you. So for the sake of an example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I want to give $200 to New Hope. So I'm going to type in $200 right there. And just below it, you can see these are the different funds that you can specifically direct the money that you're giving into. So I'm going to select General Fund for this, but I saw Annie Armstrong on there, and I remembered, oh, our Annie Armstrong offering is coming up for our missionaries. So I'm going to add donation, and I want to put $30 towards the Annie Armstrong Easter offering. Now, if it's not selected there, all I have to do again is hit that menu and then select it to make sure it's there. So for right now, my total is $230 that I want to donate to New Hope. Now this next part is actually pretty cool. Right now, it's set to only pull $230 from my bank account this one time. But if I know that the amount I'm going to give is going to continually remain the same, I can actually go into this and make it a regular giving pattern. So I can say, pull out that $230 every week, or every 2 weeks, or every month. So for right now, I'm actually just going to leave it as one time, and we'll move on from there. Now there's this little login button here, and I'm actually going to come back to that at the very end. This is if you've used online giving before, so I'm going to briefly hit on that at the very end of the video. Now, just for the sake of example, I'm going to use the church secretary email, and our name is going to be New Hope Church. But you're going to put your first and last name here, put in your personal email. Once that's all set up, you're going to hit continue. Now, you'll see that it created a little bubble here with your information. It'll have your name and your email. And the next thing to do is select your payment method. So, if you've not done this before, then you'll want to add a bank account or add a debit card. Now, let's go into bank account first. There are some banks that can instantly have your account verified and linked up. So there's a brief list of them right here. And let's say, for the sake of example, that you use Bank of America. All that you do is you type in your ID and your password, and you'll follow a few simple cues, and it will have your account linked up immediately. Now, let's say you use Watertown Savings Bank. That bank is not going to be on that list. So what you're going to do is manually verify your account. You're going to type in the name on your account, along with your routing number and your account number, and then you're going to click the Start Bank Verification button. It will send you an email with more specific instructions, but in short, what you can expect is that they're going to make two very small deposits and withdrawals, literally like a cent or two. And they're going to have you log back into your account after those have been processed through your bank. You just tell them this is what the amounts were, this is what the times were that they were done, and that's just to verify that it's your bank account, not somebody else's. So we're going to go back for now, and I'm going to show you how to do a debit card. This one is definitely the simpler of two options when you're just starting. So you would type in your card number right here. You'll type in the month, the year, the CVC, and right here it'll show that you can save this payment method. Now this button will also appear when you want to add a bank, especially if it's one of those banks that you can just instantly add into there. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the processing fees. So it's very important to recognize that Stripe, the company that covers the processing of the funds that are given online, they do require different fees for different ways that you give. So to give with a debit card, it's something around like 70 cents per transaction plus 2.75% of what the total transaction would be. that may be a little more, a little less. It does change here and there, but you can see right here that it's $5.36 to cover the processing fee. What this means is that out of the $230 I'm giving to New Hope, they essentially are going to wind up paying $5.36 to cover the processing of those funds. So they'll only get $224.64. Now, I can click this button right here, and what it does is it adds to the amount that I'm giving. That way, New Hope still receives the $230 I want them to get. Now, an important note as well is that if you use a bank transfer, it only costs 25 cents per transaction, and it doesn't matter what the amount is, it's always just 25 cents. So I actually recommend using the bank, using your bank account as the option to go with. That way, if you do want to cover your fee, it's only 25 cents, and if you don't opt to cover your fee, it's much less that is taken away from what the church is actually going to receive. So, basically, when you're all said and done, you're going to click the Give Now button, and you'll receive an email saying that the process has been started, and then you'll receive a second email once the funds have been pulled from your account or charged to your card. It's kind of like an online receipt. Now, I wanted to talk to you about that login button, so I'm going to start this all over, and we're going to talk about the login right here. If you have ever done this before, you can click on this login button. It's going to pull up this new window, and you can either type in your phone number right here, or you can use your email address instead. And once you type in one of those two things, you'll hit next, and it'll send a code either to your phone or to your email to verify that you are the one signing in. And then all of your payment methods that you have saved will now be readily available for you to use. So this also helps the finance team a lot if you go in and you sign in every time that you do it after your first time, because it will automatically inform them as to how much you've given, and at the end of the year it makes it much easier for them to run their reporting and get it back to you for tax season. So that is just a brief overview as to how to use our online giving. Again, if you guys have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out to me and to let me know those questions. But if not, then I hope that this was very helpful, and I will talk to most of you very soon. Have a good day, everybody.